Hey everyone, this is Art Lee with Startup Voyage, and I'm going live. I'm here actually at the Asia World Expo here in Hong Kong, where they're hosting the event of the year, the first Web3 in Hong Kong to kick off myriad of blockchain activity. Now, this is WOW Summit Hong Kong. WOW is World of Web3. And we've already had a day one already, and it's been pretty exciting, mini, because obviously it's been a bull run for all you guys out there in the space of crypto or looking at the space. Of course, there's a lot of people out there that haven't jumped on board, but hey, that's all right. It will happen, and these events basically kind of stimulate the curiosity of people not only in this space of Web3 and crypto, but people who are just coming into it, especially here in Hong Kong. There's a lot of financial services companies, there's the government, there's a lot of financial institutions looking at digitization, tokenization of real world assets, creating new capital markets in a sense for these new assets or alternative assets. And it's really been great. I mean, look, I've been in the space for about 7 years. Lots of things have changed, lots of craziness have happened, whether it be scams or people coming in and out of the business, just going after a cash grab. But you know what? It's all right. That's just how industries are. And if you look at any growing industries, especially in tech, when you look at the internet boom, when basically um, IoT was a big thing, big data is a big thing. I mean, things come and go, and eventually people want to do it because there's an opportunity to gain some capital. But essentially, what always happens with the capital is that it gets deployed, it stimulates some innovation, and that's how it starts. Without this capital, no doubt that not a lot of things would actually move or progress in the world. And this is what we have to face through the evolution of the tech world itself. And it's not only related to crypto. I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's all a big scam and get into it. I had a friend who lost their money. Yes, that's only a small portion of the whole narrative, only because that is where a lot of the attention is. Like in any new thriving industry, people want to jump on board, they want to buy the stock. If it's an IPO, they just want to be part of the boom, or the wave that kind of comes in and creates new opportunities for new players in the market to potentially get wealthy or maybe change the opportunities in their business, or individually, creating opportunities for a side hustle, or someone to actually hit it big and quit their job and actually live the life that they want. So this is how it is. Anyway, so we're here at the WOW Summit. It's been really good. Had several comments that really stuck in my mind, which I posted up on my LinkedIn page today. I do, well, I'll need to find time because I've been quite busy doing media interviews in the media stage. We've been pulling speakers off, and I just been doing a brief interview just to get to know them a little bit better as people, and basically sharing that with the audience. But anyways, so going back to what I was saying, that one of the comments that people had made in this crowd was basically, hey, we are really excited to be here because the diversity of the crowd. Now, the diversity of the crowd is not just the locals coming in from Hong Kong, but we got people from the Middle East, we got people from Singapore, from Korea, Tokyo, from the US, people from Europe as well. Now, the benefit of that, with if you're into any of these conferences in any industry, is that you're trying to expand your networks beyond your home base. And this is where you can kind of drive more opportunity for everything. But anyways, that's how it's going. And that's one of the biggest comments. And I'm really proud of the Wow Summit team. I've been one of the team members as well, heading up content and really trying to create more buzz on the internet, mainly because it really deserves it. There's a lot of companies out there that are um, represented here at the WOW Summit, either as a sponsor, as a speaker. A lot of knowledge really, I guess if you want to call it knowledge sharing, that's happening. And that is one of the key things for Wow Summit, is that it's the network effects of knowledge between people in different communities, right? So I think that's always the benefit of any conference, but it's very hard to pull off. So Wow Summit itself has curated a number of speakers on many different subjects. I actually helped along with one of the co-hosts, Bowie Lau, founder of Magspire. She and I pulled together many different ideas. Not only us, actually, we had reviewed it by many other team members as well, kind of feeding into what we should talk about. Now, one of the things that we can always talk about is, hey, there's a big narrative in which people are looking to invest in, and they could be deep in, they could be around restaking, they could be around basically RWAs, real world asset tokenization. These are all narratives in a very nascent market still. I've been in this market for 8 years. It really don't matter because it continues to thrive, evolve. And then it is impacted by markets where money is maybe not flowing in, and people not being able to get funding to kind of further innovate and grow and promote their product. And that's, but now we're back, right? So if any of you have looked at, if you're into just watching the crypto market, I'm gonna jump up here really quick. I don't know if I'd be sharing my screen on the live, but let's see here. Let me see. I need to remember what I can do. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Well, happening here right now, right? So you've got on-coin market cap, and I'm going to refresh this because really, ever since the launch of the Bitcoin ETF, it's been interest in this fund, and it's not traditional financial institutions are now delivering this to the market. A lot of people, financial platforms, are still trying to understand the product itself, how to educate the market, and over a period of time, it's going to really pick up a little bit more demand. There's even pension funds looking at allocations of 1 to 5% into Bitcoin. Now, that's only one of the coins. It is the top coin, the major coin, we can call it, or the blue chip coin, if that's another recognizable term if you're into stocks. Look at the market cap on here. It is always has always been with the largest market cap, with Ethereum second in line. So look, Bitcoin. If you look at the ETF inflows, outflows, they talk about inflows meaning money's going in, outflows is people selling it off. Um, Ever since its launch, the biggest days that it's had is about $2 billion of buying into this ETF, Bitcoin ETF, and that's just been amazing. It's about in total inflows ever since 2 months ago. It's about 12 billion, and if you relate that to many other fund products or ETF products that have launched in the market, uh, it has really surpassed everyone's expectation. All right, you got Ethereum here. If you look at it, what's going on here in the market? I mean, in the last 24 hours or the last 7 day, look at it. I mean, it may not be crazy. You're not gonna um, be quitting your job anytime soon, but I mean, for a 1 week turnaround to see a plus 10% gain, that's pretty good, at least in my books. And then so here we go. We got Bitcoin here at up 12%, Ethereum, ETH up at 12%, BNB coin holding strong at 13, close to 14%. Solana was scratching 10% in my portfolio. Then we got XRP at 710. You got USDC, you got Dogecoin. Dogecoin, I have no idea. I haven't really been following this, but man, I mean, when Dogecoin hit the market, it brought so many new people into the industry that have never been there, and maybe just for speculation and writing this whole narrative that, hey, maybe I can make it, since people thinking that they can retire early. But anyways, look, I just want to mention out there, I am not a financial advisor. Anything I talk about on this live stream has nothing at all to do whether or not I'm telling you to buy stuff. I'm just using it as a of what's going on and what I've heard through stories and through the crypto or the digital asset community. And you got Cardano number 9. It is up at 11%, and you got Avalanche at 7%. Now here's another coin, Shiba Inu. If you look at these type of coins, look at the massive growth. Like, and look, to get into this, it's the craziest thing. It's not like you got to put a lot of money into it, but obviously, if you're trying to get in and out of this, trying to pull out a lot of money, sometimes it's actually a little bit difficult because there might not be a lot of buyers, especially when people are kind of selling off for profits. Then you got Toncoin going amazingly good, 27%. That dropped some time ago, but through maybe some reallocation into other coins, meme coin market has been doing extremely well. But look, the market is just good overall, and so I think look, fear rate index, if you are not familiar with what this means, this indicates in the crypto market the sentiment, and this is kind of fed off of things that are out there on social media, what some of the experts and analysts are sensing of the market, maybe some of the data that's actually scraped from the wallet activity or from exchanges and what they're reporting. But basically, it's when you got it here, right, it shows 82 extreme greed. That means there's been high confidence in going back into the crypto market buying. Obviously, that's what the green is. And obviously, when it goes low, that's when people are not really big or have a strong feeling of putting the money into the market. So, anyway, so that's that. And look, I did want to share a couple of. Now, the WoW Summit has been running second. You got for all those people who have never been to a WoW or were not able to make it to a WoW, there will be recordings that will be streamed off of our YouTube channel. For those of you who are not aware of my channel or where I stream or where you can find all the great content that's coming from, because I'm also doing some interviews as well. Um, Let me see here. We've got wow. Okay. Well, oh shoot. Okay, we got the WoW site, and here we have all the videos here. We even had a great opportunity. There's actually a lot of interviews that I run or that I ran before this event. I have not yet, or it's still in post production, getting edited. It will be up soon, so you can meet some of our speakers. Here we have right here Ben Castlin, the CMO of Valor. We have Ahad Ali. He is with Lake as the director of communications. They're running sort of like a Web3 project around sustainability of water and basically its production in markets that are underserved or creating a more equity, equal, I guess, market for the water consumption by people in general, just making it more accessible. I just called this the water access with Web3. And then, yeah, so we've got a bunch of things. And look, if you're interested in looking at some of the past speakers, Dubai, Blossom in Dubai was the last one in 2023. So that's what's been happening. And yeah, I mean, also you can go hit up on the Startup Voyage. So Startup Voyage is my podcast, and this is where I'm live streaming. I'm working in collaboration with WoW Summit to do its media interviews and just providing coverage as one of their media partners. So here we go. I mean, as you can see right now, we've got the WoW Summit Day 2. Hey, we got 2 people watching. Thank you for joining. Here's my podcast channel, as you can see, and I talk about Web3 in general. I did spend some time to interview many projects in the Web3 space that recently got funded between 1 to 10 million. The reason why I decided to do that was because I wanted to bring back a sense of reality to these projects who are not able to do a token raise, and they basically need to rely on VCs. So I mean, you see me on the screen. That's good. I was wondering if I was gonna be seen on there, and yeah, if I my face looks little bit tired, bros. It's only because I've been working really hard, and sometimes I just don't really sleep. But I probably should. I'm gonna stop sharing it. But anyways, so look, man, if you're in the area in Hong Kong, come out to the WOW Summit. You can DM me directly on, let's see, Telegram 10x Meta. That's TENXMETA. You can search up at Startup Voyage or at Startup Voyage. Yeah, just at Startup Voyage on Twitter. Find me on LinkedIn, Arthur G. Lee. Just message me if you've got any questions about coming to the summit. I do have some tickets that I can provide for people coming in today. It's probably like maybe last minute for you, but maybe I can score you a free ticket if you're interested. So, anyways, that's gonna be it. I don't have anyone else. I was planning to do some interviews in this room, but hey, not going to do that. One thing I did want to mention is that we had this water bottle from one of our sponsors. It's from Lake. It is the water of Web3. Interesting concept. It comes from Mountain Springs in somewhere in France. Can't say the name, but it is from one of the water springs in France where they distribute a lot of the water internationally, not just locally. And it tastes pretty good. All right, so I'm probably gonna just um, continue throughout the day. I don't know. Let's see if anyone has any interesting things to say. If you wanna, you can chat out to me, whatever. Look, I really appreciate everyone's support. I know I don't. This is actually one of my first or second live streams. I usually just do podcasts, but I'll probably be live streaming more. I had this pretty good booth set up here at the WoW Summit, so I decided to just take advantage of it. I got a screen in front of me; it's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. And hey, I am going to maybe share this recent interview. Let's see here. Yeah, up on the YouTube channel. Um, let's see here. Let's go back to the WoW Summit, and here we go. We've got Ahad Ali. He's actually here. If you want to meet him in person, this is the one who sponsored the water. So I don't know how this is going to kick off, but it should be another episode of the WoW Summit podcast powered by the. Yeah, it's probably going to take a while streaming. Look, at these events, everyone is connected to Wi-Fi. I should probably switch over because it probably ain't gonna fare too well. And yeah, all right. So I'm back here live, and yeah, thanks for joining. I know you got people join here, and I could probably stream for another hour, but I'm probably gonna get tired because I gotta head back out to do media interviews. So, anyways, yes, I'm gonna go out and yeah, do my interviews. Catch you guys later, and yeah, come out to the Wild Summit. Thanks.